Oke, udah selesai Mas?
Sudah Mas, Alhamdulillah agak lama sih.
Oke, siap. Hmm, Oke lah ya, setengah ini. Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Uh, so tonight we're going to do mock-up interview with the participant, Mas Ismail Saleh. And today the interviewer, my name is Ari Saputra and Miss Dewi. Oke, boleh ya nanti itu pre-memory aja ya. Nanti ketika wawancara nanti diputer kameranya ke ini 360 derajat. Oke, udah siap Mas?
Siap.
Alright. Oke, untuk sesi ini karena udah pukul 9:30 ya. 9:10 bener ya, 9:10. Jadi kita bagi aja. Saya di akademik sekitar 12 menit, Mbak Dewi juga 12 menit. Sisanya kita banyak ditanya jawab aja ya. Oke. Alright. Mr. Ismail, can you tell me about yourself?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ismail Saleh. I was graduated from Department Theology and Islamic Philosophy, Faculty of Suluddin and Islamic Thought, State Islamic University of Sunan Kalijaga, Yogyakarta. And now I'm working as a freelance translator for some agencies, and some clients. And today, for now, I'm staying at Sleman, Yogyakarta. But I come from Jambi and West Sumatra, actually.
All right. What major did you wanna take in the future? Can you tell me?
Yeah.
In what country?
For this scholarship, I'm applying for a Master in Religion, Conflict, and Globalization at the University of Groningen, Netherlands. And yeah, that's it.
Religious studies specializing in peace and conflict resolution. Is it right?
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. What is the main reasons why you choose that master degree? Moreover, you choose in Holland, right? Why you don't? Yeah. What is your main reasons?
So, first of all, why I chose this major, because today religion is used as a tool of conflicts, as a tool of war, as a tool of what is it? Oh, bad situation. So in my region in West Sumatra, there are a lot of surveys and research mention that West Sumatra is not a tolerant city. The people there often marginalize people from other religions, other ethnics, and it is based on the religious reasons. In 2017, Ma'arif Institute did a survey, and the result is among the all provinces in Indonesia, West Sumatra is under the 22nd, if I was not mistaken, 22nd rank as the not as intolerant city in Indonesia. And from 2018 to 2021, Stara Institute did a survey, did a research, and the finding is from 2018 to 2022, consistently West Sumatra placed on the 10 lowest ranks, together with Jakarta, together with Banda Aceh, Tanjung Balai, and even Medan. So these seven lowest cities um, are indicated as the most intolerant city in Indonesia. And even in 2018, Balitbang did a survey that showed West Sumatra have a low tolerance as a city in Indonesia. That's why I want to choose this program to address this problem, because I come from West Sumatra, I come from Sumatra, and then I want to address this problem. This problem, and why I choose Groningen, especially Master in Religion, Conflict, and Globalization, because I find that there is a professor there, assistant professor actually, that has the same focus that I want to do in my research proposal. His name is Joram Tarusarira, an African from Mozambique, and no, from Zimbabwe, but now he is an assistant professor at Groningen University, University of Groningen.
Oh, I see. So you are from you right now in Sleman, right? And your
Yes,
family in West Sumatra.
West Sumatra, yeah, in Pasaman
You
actually.
mentioned Pasaman.
Yes.
All right. But you mentioned in your essay that you you are Siregar, right? It means that you're
I,
Batak.
yes, that's right.
Okay, yeah. Because you mentioned in your in yeah, I'm reading your essay here, and there's why there's a discrimination. You said that as a Batak Muslim is not really really general. Yeah, it's a real general. Why you mentioned that as a Batak Muslim, I was lucky to have avoided the words. Yeah, what do you mean here?
So what I mean in my essay is being a Batak, especially in West Sumatra, and I think in general in Sumatra, you will face discrimination. Whatever your family name, Marga, you will people will say that um, you must be a dog eater, a pig eater. You're not Muslim. You're Christian. You must be Christian. Even my name is Ismail Saleh. They said I'm not a Muslim, and I eat pig. And I think it is it is so hard. Yeah, I don't believe that. Why they can say like that? So I found this problem in my experience from early years. Even when I in primary school, I get that kind of bullying as a Batak. I'm lucky enough as a Muslim because I can prove that I am a Muslim. You can ask me to recite Al-Fatihah, Ayat Kursi. I can recite that. But my friends, the Batak, the Christian Bataks, they get the worst. Even some of my friends, you know, get bullying and get bullied. Sorry, get bullied, and they even cannot get their rights. So that's
Uh,
why, yeah, in my certificate birth, sorry, in my birth certificate, I don't have any family name Siregar. It's just, I mean, it's just in family, but not stated in a KTP, in an ID card, or in a birth certificate. Because if my mom or my parents put my family name, I will get a hardship to get job, to be a PNS in my region, and then to do a lot of business. Even my mom ever uh, what is it, established a restaurant, and people said no, you cannot go to that restaurant because the founder is Batak, and that must be non-halal. That must be they sell pig, dogs, and the other things, even though they know that we are Muslim.
All
So
right.
that's why. Okay.
All right. Oh, I see. So you all of your family are Muslim?
Yeah, all my family are Muslim.
Okay, I live in West Sumatra, and you get a discrimination for people over there, right?
Yeah,
So you wanna learn about this, and you want to learn about this to fix that problem. Is it right?
yeah, that's correct, sir.
All right. So we come to the next questions. Why you choose Groningen, right? Groningen
Yeah,
University. Am I right?
yeah. So
Okay. Why you choose that university? Because I do believe that Islamic studies in Middle East, in Arab, in Qatar maybe.
yeah,
I think that's more better than Holland. Holland is not Islamic country, right?
yeah.
How you how you say about that?
Okay. Thank you for the question.
What do you say?
Um. So if yes, it is a common sense in Islamic studies. If you want to study further about Islam, you have to go to the Middle East and not to the Western. But my major is actually seeing religion in a social science perspective, in a humanities perspective. So it's not religion per se. I mean, it's not uh, what I want to study is not about the classical creed, Islamic and fiqh or Sharia, not. But I want to see the religion in the lens of social and humanity science. So, and for to do so, um, Western Europe is the leader on this. They have kind of keys to master social science and then see the religious phenomena, religious study from that social and humanities lens. So not just religious studies, just like the classical one. So that's why I choose Groningen in Netherlands.
In Netherlands. All right. Okay. Come to the next question. So Groningen University, Holland. Nah, this is a common question. Why you choose? I'm sorry. Next question. Um, what what course will you take? Yeah, the name of the course and what will you learn over there in the first
Okay,
semester or second semester? Not completely details, but in general, what will you learn over there?
okay. There is a compulsory course in Groningen in the Faculty of Theology and Religious Studies. The course name is Religion, Violence, and State Nationalism. It is a mandatory course, and it tells about we have to learn how religion and violence and then state nationalism uh, can can do something about uh, 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 peace building, can do something about conflict resolution. So is it contradicts or is it uh, uh, how to say it support each other or something like that? I mean, so the course tells about the relation between the religion, violence, and state nationalism. And in that course, they stated that if you see the case in Rohingya in Myanmar, it is kind of the real case. Why religion, violence, and state nationalism can do such a disaster environment. So why did that happen, and how we cope with that, how we address that problem. There is one of the
Okay.
course in that university.
Another course beside
And
religion and violence.
another course I've seen religion, woman and woman. So religion and woman. So the course tells about how women and religion involved in making peace. Because we see women as an agent of peace. Yeah, they if we see a history of human beings, war and conflict, it it just involve they just involve men, no woman there. That's why women as a peace agencies can give significant impact to enhance um, to make a positive peace and peace building.
Right. Maybe the last question for me. Okay, sorry. Have you got your LOA and correspondence? I mean,
As for LOA, don't I have not get that yet. But as for the correspondency, I have emailed my my
advisor
supervisor. Yeah, my supervisor. His name is Joram Tarusarira. One of the
from.
assistant. He's from Zimbabwe actually, and he did a lot of works in Zimbabwe, as not just as a lecturer, scientist, but as an activist. So he joined some NGOs to make peace in Zimbabwe, and then he becomes one of the assistant professor in Groningen. And I have
Oh,
emailed I have emailed him, and I asked about is my research proposal suits with his research interests, and he said yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your job right now, and what is your job right now, and what is the tolerance? Yeah, the relevance between your job and your future master degree.
For now, I'm working as a freelance translator. Um, yeah, it has no relation with my major in master in Groningen, but I have volunteered myself in a community called the Archipelago. So this community is consists of refugees from around the world that look for asylum or new place to live in Indonesia or in other country. But the base it's based on Indonesia in Jakarta. Lot of them come from Africa, Myanmar, Rohingya, Afghanistan. Yeah, we have many Afghan friends there, and from that experience, I get some kind of incitement about religion, conflict, and peace building. So my job in that institution organization, the Archipelago, is to translate their writings. So um, they the refugees in Archipelago, they write something about their feeling, kind of to express their feeling, their sadness and their sorrow. And then I translated their writings to Indonesian, and beside that, I do some translation if they have some occasional event in Jogja or in other cities. Just like most of them not Indonesian, so they need a translator for doing their works. And I think from that experience, my major that I want to take has correlation because I involved in that refugees community and I want to make some impact to the field of peace building in my community too in West Sumatra.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. We come to the next interviewer. Go on, Miss Devi.
Okay, thank you for the chance given to me. Okay, hello, Mr. Ismail. I'm Dewi. I am your interviewer for today. Um, I want to ask you several questions. The first one is, tell me about your strength or your weakness, please. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you. My strength is I have integrity and I I'm a man on my words. I mean, if I commit to something, I will finish it until done. That is my strength. But I have a weakness because I'm a I'm too focused on something. So I'm just like uh, you may say a perfectionist, and that kind of characteristic makes me to do something. It becomes slower. So because I'm a perfectionist, I'm too focused to details, and that sometimes it makes me it's slower to do something, to finish something. That's my strength and my weakness.
Okay. Upon taking the interview, do you have any proof that you are
Uh, when I so now I'm working as a freelance translator, and as a freelancer is not we work not I mean we're not work in on the daily basis, so we work on project. So we have a tight deadline, we have a short deadline, but we have a lot of loads, work loads. So in my experience, because I work for some agencies, they never uh, give me some negative response to my works. So I follow the deadline with all yeah. I mean, even if I have to sleep, I have to sleep less because their times. I mean, in Thailand and other countries. So example that I can say I have integrity to as my personality, as my characteristic, as my character. Sorry.
okay? Okay. How if you cannot finish your job on time? Have you ever done it before? But unfinished something, yeah, that really on deadline.
On the deadline, I have done that. It
Mm-hmm.
feels like
What?
kind of because um I'm because my weakness is perfectionist. I need a lot of time to correct some small details, and when I finish that work on the deadline, it feels like no, I it's not me just like that. I cannot do this in the future. So it is the last thing that I can do, but I will not do this in the future. So kind of regret, I mean.
So you won't be a perfectionist anymore because of that, or what to do because you're perfectionist things, so you haven't done your work on time.
In real, I have not submitted my work due to the deadline, I will not get paid. So I have to submit it whatever happens.
So, yeah. So your biggest reason is the fate.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah, I need to know like your biggest motivation to do that. What is that?
Sorry.
What's your biggest motivation to do your work and then to do like the things that you've done in your life?
What is my biggest motivation? My biggest motivation is my mother, my mom,
Mhm.
and my wife. Actually, I have married, and these are two persons that give me motivation to do works to achieve my dreams. And without them, I cannot believe that I can do what I want to do.
So, what's their contribution to you to achieve your goals? I mean, your future dreams. So, what is that?
My mother, actually, my mother. So my mother uh, provides me a lot for me to get higher education, to get higher education degree. I am the only son, the only kid that go to university. All my brothers, they don't want to go to university because a lot of reason. Some of them is economic problems, but my mother supports me. What she just like there is a
Do you think
time.
Yeah, do you
Sorry.
think it's unfair? Do you think it's unfair with your brother? I mean, because of maybe you are smarter than your brother, so you get privilege from your mother. So what do you think about this? It's kind of unfair. And like you are now learning in a conflict. And what's your major for? I heard that you take conflict and something blah blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's relatable.
Actually no, because my mother is my single parents. So my mom is single parent. I lost my father when I was 4 years old, and she has to struggle to raise her kids, her children. And for some case, my mom cannot provide my brothers to go to university, and she just can provide me. And there is, I think, it's not kind of unfair or something injustice, but just, I mean, uh, my mother will support you, sorry, support me, or my brothers, yeah, and my brothers, whatever they do, as long as it is a positive things, as long as it's not a bad things. So
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah, I get the point. Okay, so the next question is you say that you want to live in Netherlands, right? And then how do you survive in the new cultures with new different maybe religion, culture, skill, color, and then food and everything new? How do you face this?
um okay, for facing the challenges, I think I have to make a support system. When I study in Netherlands or in other country, I have to make a support system to help me to help me to get used to that culture. So actually I have learned this because in Sumatra we have a lot of people from various background, and we have a lot of religions there too. And I think I can uh, try to adapt the thing that I learned from that Indonesian's background, and then try to adapt it to the other cultures in other countries.
Okay.
And
That is totally different. I mean, like Indonesia and overseas, it's totally different. And then how do you create? You said that you want to create a support system. You said that your biggest motivation or your biggest support system is your wife and your mother. So you will take them
no,
there.
maybe my mom. I will not take my mom because she's old enough. I I cannot take her, but yeah, I will take my wife there. But I mean, what I mean by support system is not just these two persons, but I mean a good environment to 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 help me to adapt with the cultures. So I mean, I can join to Indonesian community there, and Holland. There are a lot of Indonesian there, and then trying to find communities, positive communities, maybe Muslim communities, so I can find my feeling like so I can feel that sorry.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, yeah.
So
Continue.
I can feel that I'm not a minority here. I have a lot of friends here, and they feel we are on the same boat. So maybe it will help me to cope with other cultures and other diversity backgrounds.
It's actually, I guess it's opposite with your statement before because you say that um, diversity can make like a source of uh, like a cultural wealth, and but yeah, it's lead to conflict too. But you say that anyway. How do you define a good environment? It's
Good
only
and
Muslim environment or Indonesian's environment that you said before in your statement. So actually, it's actually like opposite with your previous statement, I guess. Okay.
so I mean conflict. What I mean in my previous statement is a conflict based on religion. So people use religion as a tool to conflict, as a tool. So let's say is a kind of politics, but it's not a
Mm-hmm.
good it's not a good option to take religion as a part of bad politics, so that it can make conflict and war. So that what I mean with conflict. With a background, I would think we live in Indonesia and we know a lot about um, tolerance. We know a lot about um, pluralism, and I think that is an advantage for us Indonesian, and then we can bring that value to the other cultures, other countries, because we have hundreds of tribes, we have hundreds of languages. Netherlands, let's say Netherlands, they just have maybe two languages, Netherlands and English.
Okay. But you
So
don't
I
have.
mean,
Yeah, it's okay if Netherlands only have two languages, but you don't need to mention it because it's like a kind of you mock them with your statement this time because you say that you glorify Indonesia, blah blah blah, and then you like mock your country, your dream country by saying that, I guess. And then I need to know this. Actually, the question is, how do you define a good environment? Is that only when you join in Indonesians and Muslim community that in the same boat with you, or you join any other like religions community? I mean, with the diverse on it. I mean, many religions on it. What do you think about that? How do you define a good environment?
so yeah, of course I will do that, because in my chosen university, Groningen University, University of Groningen, um, the master program, they have a kind of internship in NGOs that has that have focus on religion and religion diversity, interfaith dialogue, and religious peace building. And in that in that internship, I have to join a lot of communities there from various background, from various religion. And so what I mean by good environment is, so it's different from the support system. So support system is for myself. The good environment is not like what I mean, like the support system. But good environment, yeah, I have to join a lot of organization, NGOs, and other various
Okay.
backgrounds.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's enough. Okay, the next question, and maybe it is the last questions. It's about the case happened lately. It's about LGBT.
Yeah.
Okay, LGBT is yeah. Many people say it's not a sin, but how do you see it as a Muslim person? How do you see
Yeah.
LGBT is not a sin? Do you agree with this? And then what's your approach to navigate this in your proposal, maybe? Mhm.
Sorry, I cannot hear you clearly. Can you repeat that question?
Okay. Yeah. The next is about LGBT.
Okay.
LGBT. You are as a Muslim. How do you see this case lately happens? LGBT is not a sin. Do you agree with this statement? Your answer, please.
So I would like to define, if from the religion perspective, LGBT is a sin. But from as a human beings, we don't have to see that as a sin. They they are humans too, so we have to respect them. We have to respect their values. We have to respect their choices. But as a person who has religion, we have to know our limitation. So by judging them is not a good choice. Judging
Okay.
them as a bad person, as a disease, as a trash or something like that, that's not a good standpoint. They're
So you think it's
humans.
not a disease, right? So you agree it's not a disease, it's not a sin?
Wait, so I have two kind of perspective. I mean, if we look this in a religious lens, it
Mm-hmm.
is a sin, right? So we have that kind of doctrines in our religion. But if we look this as a human, we have to respect them.
Okay. Yeah,
We
yeah.
have to treat them as a human.
Okay, I got your point. And then um what if it happened to your child? How
They,
do you still
what
think like this way? I mean, like you let them choose whatever you want to be, like LGBT, or you want to choose to be LGBT and in the circle of LGBT. What do you think about it? If it happened to your children.
so in a religious perspective, because I will raise my kid with the religious values, I will not do that. I will not do that because it's not a part of our culture. Actually, it's a Western culture, and we have religious values, and we have to practice that. So I mean, for personal reasons, I will not suggest my kids to follow that kind of movement.
Right?
But
Yeah.
still, I have to respect them as a humans.
Okay. Okay. How do you see it as a human if it happened to your children
Sorry.
in this perspective? Okay, you already say before, if it in a religious scope, you will prohibit your children to join this community. But what about in human scope, in humanity?
Sorry, I cannot hear you clearly.
Okay.
I'm
So what
sorry.
about if it in a humanity perspective? Do you still say that it is it the right of your children to choose whatever they want, whatever they want to do? Yeah.
Okay, can I? So, would you mind if I ask this question in Indonesian?
Oke.
Okay.
Ya, jadi kan tadi sudah menyatakan bahwa pada perspektif religius, pada perspektif religionnya, Anda tidak mengizinkan bahwa anaknya atau nanti keturunannya itu mengikuti komunitas ini. Nah, bagaimana dari sisi human values-nya yang tadi Anda katakan bahwa human values tidak memandang ini sebagai sebuah dosa dan penyimpangan. Nah, bagaimana Anda melihat ini dalam segi perspektif human, bahwa Anda tahu juga selain kita itu adalah orang yang beragama, kita juga human being. How do you see it if your children, your own children? Yeah, that's actually the last question, Doctor. Thank you.
Alright, enough.
Ini belum dijawab.
Alright.
Belum
Belum
dijawab,
ya?
Kak.
Sorry,
Oke,
Kak.
oke.
I mean, sinyalnya putus-putus. Entah sinyal
Oke,
saya
oke,
atau
oke.
sinyal kakak yang
Kayaknya
putus-putus.
sinyal Mas Ismail nih kayaknya. Soalnya di
Oh,
saya
gitu.
aman ini.
Oh,
Yang lain nggak tahu
wait.
yang lain. Aman.
Waduh, sorry,
Nah,
saya nggak dengar pertanyaan terakhir tadi, putus-putus.
oke, mungkin
Sekarang
singkat
udah
aja, Mbak.
nyambung. Ya. Jadi gini,
Ya, singkat
tadi
aja
saya
pertanyaannya.
sudah Tadi saya sudah mendengar dari religion perspektif ya, Kak. Coba saya mau dengar dari segi human perspektifnya. Jika anak Anda sendiri yang masuk di dalam komunitas ini, apakah Anda memandang ini sebagai sebuah yang bisa dimaklumi karena mereka ada human being seperti itu?
So, maksud saya adalah begini, kita dalam Islam kan diajarkan bahwa sebelum menjadi Muslim yang baik, kita harus menjadi manusia yang baik. So, it means that we have to respect others, whatever their backgrounds, whatever they choose of life, gitu ya. And kalau terjadi pada anak, gitu ya, pada anak saya, tentu saya akan menyesal. I mean, as a parents, I cannot transfer my values to my kids. Saya akan menyesal. But if they persisted, kalau mereka tetap memaksa pada pendirian mereka, okay, they can choose that, but in some cases, they will have to face the risk. I mean, tentu ada risiko, setiap pilihan ada risiko, dan mereka
Dari
harus
kakak ya,
berani.
Kak?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I mean, kalau respect sebagai human being, I mean, ya kita harus penuhi kewajiban mereka, hak mereka, menghormati mereka human, mereka ya sama-sama seperti kita, ya. But in some values maybe we have difference, but that's okay. Jadi kalau terjadi pada anak, ya posisi saya adalah saya akan merasa gagal, tentu saja, karena saya merasa bahwa saya tidak berhasil mentransfer nilai saya.
Yeah. Okay. That's it from me. Yeah,
Alright,
thank you so much.
please. Thank you, Miss Devi and Ismail. Please give applause for all of you, all of us. Alright, yeah. Okay, thank you so much for this conversation about this mock-up interview, and all of the people here in column section. You did a great job, Aidon. Kok Aidon sih? Oke, ya, I think that's enough for today. Ya, kita masuk ke sesi non formal ya. Oke. Mungkin awal wawancara tadi saya mau nanggapin. Oke, boleh Mas ya?
Siap, tentu saja.
Oke.
Dengan senang hati.
Oke. Nggak usah terlalu banyak sih poin-poin. Oke, yang pertama, overall udah, ini saya catat nih kebetulan, overall sudah bagus. Kenapa bagus? Karena nggak terlalu panjang, jadi nggak terlalu bertele-tele, jadi sudah poin. Terus udah tahu masalahnya apa. Tadi udah tahu ya, masalah konflik conflict of religion, solusinya apa. Terus udah ada korespondensi dan sudah menghubungi peneliti yang ada di sana. Artinya sudah tahu meneliti apa gitu ya. Bener gak?
Benar, Kak.
Kayak gitu. Terus udah tahu juga mata kuliah yang mau diambil.
Iya.
Ya, itu penting karena emang kita disuruh buat kemarin ya. Oh ya, kenapa korespondensi itu penting ya? Karena kan kemarin kalau nggak salah diminta upload kalau jika ada, itu menandakan
Iya.
bahwa ya memang korespondensi itu penting, membuktikan bahwa kita ini udah siap, udah ada rencana ke depannya mau meneliti apa sama siapa gitu. Nah, itu alasan yang kuat untuk ini. Dan untuk sarannya ya, yang pertama itu mungkin tentang fluency ya. Fluency ya itu normal saja, namun itu bisa ditingkatkan dengan list pertanyaan. Nah, kalau nggak salah Mas you send those questions ya in group. Am I
Iya.
right? Ya, itu
It's
bisa
correct.
tuh. Ya, saya juga ada
Hmm.
punya juga pertanyaan seperti itu. Mungkin ya yang basic-basic itu bisa lah di searching, ditulis ya di komputer masnya, terus dibaca-baca, dijawabin tuh pertanyaan-pertanyaan itu. It's completely good if you write it in English atau bahasa Indonesia dulu terus ditranslate biar takutnya stuck kan kalau bahasa Inggris. Saya juga kayaknya stuck kalau bahasa Inggris semua, jadi bahasa Indonesia dulu mungkin diterjemahkan dan mungkin dicek nih sama awardee yang LN beneran bener gak ini jawabannya itu. Terus apa tadi ya, oh iya udah dijawab jangan dihafal. Sorry ya, hilang ya
Iya,
suaranya.
agak putus-putus, Mas.
Oke, sorry, hilang tadi sinyalnya. Oke, udah aman ya. Tadi
Udah.
jangan dihafal. Sebenarnya kita jawab pertanyaan itu, tapi jangan dihafal. Ingat aja poin-poinnya. Kenapa jangan dihafal? Misalnya ini dari komedian Raditya Dika sih. Kalau kita hafal perkatanya, nanti kalau mereka ubah dikit pertanyaannya, kita ngeblank gitu. Jadi dibaca, dihafal mungkin, tapi yang penting poin-poinnya bisa dibuat mind mapping seperti itu, mungkin itu lebih membantu. Terus selanjutnya saya udah baca nih esainya. Mas
Iya.
nulis ini enggak nama kampusnya enggak di sini?
Enggak ya, Mas ya?
Oh enggak ya, saya udah
Enggak.
coba nih, udah dibaca terus pakai Ctrl plus F. Nggak ada tuh
Iya.
University Groningen University. Nah mungkin ini PR besar ya, tapi gimana udah diupload ya. Sebenarnya itu harus sih di itu. Jadi sarannya juga nanti ya dijelaskan. Tadi udah bagus tuh disebutkan. Oh ya, untuk perkenalan itu ada past, present, and future. Past itu ya masa lalu. Ya kalau kayak Mbak Dewi kemarin tuh, ya Mbak Dewi tuh kayak lebih kurang seperti itulah. Pastnya udah ngapain aja, present ngapain, future mau jadi apa. Future mau ambil jurusan apa, mau jadi apa. Usahakan ada red line ya, ada apa istilahnya, ada benang merah. Jangan bilang masa lalu apa tadi, translator, sekarang translator, terus tiba-tiba bahas konflik di ini, kan nggak match gitu.
Iya.
Jadi kalau bisa ada benang merah di antara masa lalu, sekarang, dan masa yang akan datang.
Itu pas sesi perkenalan pertama tadi, Kak ya?
Iya, tapi singkat aja sih. Masa lalu ngapain, sekarang. Karena kalau kita cuman ngomong saya Risa Putra, alumnus dari Universitas Sriwijaya, saat ini saya bekerja sebagai ini. Kalau stop sampai situ kayak kurang lengkap, karena harus dijelasin mau ambil jurusan apa dan di mana. Karena nanti kan ditanya pasti, udah siap nih senjatanya, udah siap amunisinya. Maksudnya pas kita stop di misal di religion apa tadi, konflik ya, Groningen University, ditanya kenapa ambil jurusan itu, nah bisa ditembak pakai jawaban yang udah Mas Ismail siapkan gitu.
Oke.
Terus oh ya, agak PR-nya no relevance tadi ya antara job sekarang sama jurusannya. Nah, kalau bisa tadi tarik benang merah di sana biar enggak ini sih apa enggak bingung nanti ke depannya. Ini anak ini kerjanya di sini dulu nggak ngerjain ini terus tiba-tiba mau ambil jurusan ini. Kenapa gitu kan? Itu. Terus pastiin memang bermanfaat untuk Indonesia gitu penelitiannya itu dan sesuai sama visi misi LPDP dan BIB.
Iya.
Bisa dipelajari lagi tuh visi misi LPDP-nya. Oke, mungkin that's all from me. Next, Mbak Devi. Thank you.
Terima kasih Mas.
Oke, siap.
Dari aku, Mas, catatannya 2 sih, Mas. Try to be consistent. Jadi konsistensi itu sangat penting kan. Tadi aku bilang sempat juga aku pertanyakan tadi bilang ini sekarang ini. Jadi kayak opposite dan itu pasti nanti bisa ada peluang untuk interview mendebat kayak gitu. Kemudian yang kedua adalah aku tadi pengen mendengar ketika saya bilang your strength ya, bilang integrity. Nah, itu aku pengen dengar ketika banyak kerjaan yang deadline tuh apa yang dilakukan gitu. I don't want to hear like support system or something like that. I just want to hear that you will say I can do the job on time no matter what happens. Nah, itu aja sih. Thank you.
Thank you Kak.
Alright, mungkin ada tanggapan dari Mas
Iya.
Ismailnya? Ada tanyain balik?
Mungkin ini ya, apa namanya? Jadi tadi saya sempat menyampaikan kalau ya oke, saya freelance translator, kemudian kenapa pengen ngambil major ini karena bilang saya kan religious studies tuh, Islamic studies. Kemudian saya jadi freelance translator, di tengah-tengah perjalanan saya gabung sama komunitas yang namanya Archipelago tadi. Yang mereka itu adalah komunitas refugees, apa namanya? Refugees tuh. Itulah ya, refugees ya. Dan mereka ke Indonesia mencari perlindungan gitu, supaya tidak diperangi di negara mereka, karena alasan mereka diperangi kebanyakan karena agama.
Oh iya, misalnya refugees itu imigran atau apa? Saya lupa.
Iya, imigran.
Imigran ya. Oh, jadi imigran dari
berbagai negara, ada dari Afghanistan, Myanmar, Afrika, beberapa.
Oke, terus ke tempat Mas Ismail dianya? Atau gimana?
Saya gabung ke komunitas itu sebagai penerjemah. Penerjemah. Jadi mereka itu sebenarnya kan komunitas refugees, dan mereka di sana dilatih untuk mengekspresikan suara mereka dengan menulis. Nah, karena bahasa yang mereka kuasai itu bahasa Inggris kebanyakan, jadi kerjaan saya adalah menerjemahkan tulisan mereka ke Indonesia, ke bahasa Indonesia. Nah, dari pengalaman itu saya dapat kayak apa ya, banyak insight lah tentang ternyata agama itu menjadi penyebab utama konflik ya di negara-negara mereka gitu.
Jadi harapannya
ya karena ada pengalaman itu, bersentuhan langsung dengan pengalaman real itu gitu kan, saya ingin berkontribusi di bidang itu untuk juga menyelesaikan kasus-kasus yang mirip ya, intoleransi, kekerasan agama yang ada di daerah saya di Sumatera Barat.
Oh, iya, itu udah bagus tuh, ada benang merahnya udah. Oke. Tapi kalau nggak salah, saya dengar no relevance tadi apa di sebelum jawab itu.
Iya
tadi.
sih.
Benar nggak?
Kalau pekerjaan saya sebagai penerjemah memang nggak relevan untuk studi religi. Cuman karena ada pengalaman itu, jadi kayak oh iya ya, ada something new insight gitu. Oh iya ya, apa?
Sebelum itu nerjemahin apa, Mas? Kitab kuning.
Oh, saya English.
English.
Iya.
Oh gitu. Oke. Oke, udah oke sih. Kok bisa nggak usah di-mention no relevance-nya biar
iya.
Kalau langsung tek lu nggak ada relevance, kenapa ambil itu? bagus langsung menurut saya ya,
Iya, iya,
jam
iya.
ke jam to refugee study. Saya punya
Yes.
pengalaman ini, jadi harapannya ini karena bisa jadi menyelesaikan konflik di mana ya? Di West Sumatera ya.
Iya.
Oke, oke.
Oke.
Alright. Ada lagi?
Itu Mas, apa namanya? Saya bingung tuh yang terakhir tuh berdebat soal LGBT itu gimana ya kira-kira responnya ya. Ini kan beasiswa Kemenak, tentu ada nilai-nilai religiusitas yang
Agama.
dihadapkan dengan pertanyaan kayak bertentangan dengan nilai-nilai agama itu sebenarnya gimana ya?
Okay, maybe the interviewer, Miss Devi, can you? Ini? Halo Mbak,
Kayaknya lagi ke belakang.
lagi belakangnya. Oke, saya bisa bantu ya. Jadi kebetulan saya tanya guru saya, ustaz saya di pondok ya, bahwa ini masuk di moderasi beragama, Mbak, Mas ya,
Ya.
bahwa LGBT ini ya nggak bisa apa? Nggak boleh juga diperangi, nggak boleh dikucilkan. Kita dakwahin aja, dakwain, diajak, tapi bukan berarti kita cap mereka penghuni neraka. Nah, karena moderasi beragama itu poinnya. Karena mereka juga punya hak azazi, tapi nggak boleh juga kita perangi, kita ini kan biar moderat di tengah-tengah. Karena
Iya, ya.
bisa jadi mereka taubat dan jadi lebih baik daripada kita semua. Itu sih.
Betul.
Tapi
Betul, ya.
tetap harus kita arahkan itu. Jadi kan moderat itu, kalau kata Habib Jafar, moderat itu di tengah-tengah, nggak condong ke kanan, nggak condong ke kiri. Tapi bukan berarti tengah-tengah nggak ngambil keputusan. Itu namanya nggak punya pendirian, Mas. Kita berpihak kepada yang benar, tapi nggak boleh mematikan yang salah tadi. Jadi maksudnya kita ajak menuju kebaikan, apalagi tadi mention kalau anak sendiri itu berat juga sih. Paling diajak terus ya, tapi nggak boleh malah disiksa juga. Kalau menurut saya itu sih.
Oke, makasih Mas.
Oke.
Makasih banyak. Ya.
Moderasi beragama kan itu intinya, bahwa
Iya.
kita itu tetap harus ada prinsip, tapi apa ya, toleran tapi berprinsip gitu. Kita boleh kayak Mas kan dari Batak, masih banyak temen ini, bener nggak?
Iya, banyak banyak.
Banyak temen itu, tapi bukan berarti dia ke gereja, kita masuk ke situ ikut ibadah mereka, itu udah kelewat toleran. Itu berlebihan. Ini intinya jangan berlebihan aja, biasa-biasa aja, tapi tetap berprinsip. Mungkin Mbak Dewi ada tanggapan? Lagi ke belakang ya. Oke, mungkin dari Mas ini udah ya. Dari teman-teman yang lain yang ada di grup ada tanggapan? How many people over here yang mau kasih insight untuk kita, karena di sini sama-sama belajar ya. Saya belajar sama teman-teman itu, karena bisa jadi teman-teman tahu banyak daripada kami yang ngewawancara ini. Bukan berarti kami tahu banyak lah. Sama-sama belajar. Oke. Gimana yang lain? Ya, kita udah
ingin ya,
yang mana ya?
Kak Novi ya?
No. Iya Kak.
Oke.
Tadi izin Kak ingin menambahkan. Tadi saya sempat dengar yang Kak Ismail bicara tentang witness, ya kan? Nah, untuk yang witness itu ketika membicarakan yang witness juga harus kasih tahu solusi saya untuk mengatasi kekurangan saya itu bagaimana, ditambahkan. Iya. Itu aja Kak.
Oke, makasih. Mbak Novia, ya betul ya. Strength, kasih tahu strengthnya apa, terus manfaatnya untuk orang lain apa. Karena untuk apa kita skillnya tinggi tapi nggak ada manfaatnya. Terus
Iya.
weakness betul tadi. Weaknessnya apa? Terus we mention how to overcome that weakness gitu. Dan insight lainnya sih sebenarnya kalau bicara wawancara kan bisa jadi menurut A ya seperti ini. Kan kita nggak tahu nih wawancaranya seperti apa. Karena menurut saya benar seperti ini, menurut orang lain benar seperti apa itu kan berbeda. Tapi overall ya harapannya benar secara universal ya. Yang kita jawab itu seperti itu. Karena nanti preferensinya akan sangat jauh berbeda, Mas. Subjektif sekali tiap-tiap pewawancara itu. Gitu. Tapi yang penting tetap sih pegang nilai-nilai BIB, LPDP itu dipelajari itu visi misinya. Bisa jadi masuk tuh.
Siap, Mas.
Oke, ada yang lain? Mas Adi? Ada? Ini Pak siapa nih? Oke, kalau nggak ada, oh ya di Groningen di Belanda berarti Mas ya?
Iya, Mas, di Belanda. Belanda Utara.
Selain di Belanda Utara. Selain di situ di mana?
3 ya, satu di Birmingham, satu lagi di Boston.
Birmingham, Boston. Oh, Inggris.
Iya, Inggris dan Amerika.
Boston psikologi Amerika. Berarti 3 negara. Nah, itu bener ya? 3 negara.
Iya betul.
Harus dicari tahu alasannya itu. Kalau kayak saya kan ambil Australia 2, Inggris 1. Ya harus tahu tuh alasannya apa.
Iya. Ke jurusannya apa, Kak?
Saya jurusannya ini Mas, Conservation Science di Australia, University of Queensland. Gitu. Nggak tahu sih, masuk nggak sama BIB. Itulah saya PR besar nih. BIB kan agama tuh.
Iya.
Itulah butuh. Kalau Mas kan oke lah religious, masih ada religinya. Kalau saya ini conservation science, ke IPA deh, ke biology. Oke, mungkin that's enough for today. Teman-teman nggak ada tanggapan? Ya, mungkin see you in the next meeting. I hope that tomorrow will be the announcement. I hope that we passed off the tes bakat scholastic. I hope we pass and we learn about the interview ya. Belajar mock up lagi ya. Karena ya ngomong terus biar lancar kayak Mbak Dewi tadi. Oke. Mungkin ada yang ngerekam nih ya?
Ada, Mas.
Mungkin kita foto dulu, Mas. Pakai komputer atau pakai laptop? Laptop atau handphone?
Ini Kak siapa ya?
Boleh nggak difoto? Ada ya? Ini buat foto nggak, Mbak? Bareng-bareng. Mas, Kak Riman. Udah? Oh ya, di screenshot aja. Oke. Oke, thank you. See you next meeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih banyak. Semoga
Oke, Mas Adi. See you Mbak Nurul and the gang.
izin